Hey guys, welcome back to Naughty Threads. In case you're new here on my channel, do subscribe and also hit the bell icon to get all the future updates. So in case you guys are stitching blouses at home, then you guys have to watch this video till the end because I am going to share very new and interesting designs without RE work. Even without doing any kind of embroidery work on the blouses, you can still design the blouses which will look really great and as good as RE work blouses. So watch the video till the end and do let me know in the comments what you think about this video. So now let's get started. So the first blouse is designed and stitched like this. This is a pure silk blouse but without any work, but still it looks really elegant if it is designed well. So the blouse piece had this kind of plain zari on both the sides. Most of them don't prefer any border in the back part of the blouse. So there was a lot of zari left. That is the reason I thought of putting it to use like this. So what we have done is we have patched a half an inch zari piece like this, like in the curve on both the sides, and then even here we have put it in a curved line, and using the same fabric we have put some potlies because there was no other color option. In case if sari has more colors, you can use the third color for the potli. It will look very pretty, but since this was only like gold and blue, we didn't have much of an option, and that is the reason I've got it designed like this. The sleeve is pretty much simple. There's nothing fancy about the sleeve. It's just a short sleeve, and we have used the border just to keep it grand. And front neck also, it's just a as usual round neck. So this is the first blouse. So even if you're not getting any kind of RE work done, the blouse can still look grand. So the second one is very simple. It's a plain blouse. Most of my customers feel they need two blouses for one sari. One blouse will be with very heavy work and the other one will be slightly simple, so that they can pair the blouse depending on the occasion. So the reason I'm showing this blouse is I tried something different. So instead of just giving one big dart here, we kind of gave this gathers here. So when you actually wear it, it sits really well. I really liked it, and that is the reason I wanted to share it with you guys. This is something I recently tried. A few of my customers are already happy with this kind of fitting. So this is how it looks, and it also looks neat. It's easy to iron. There's even in the cutting there's not much of a difference. Instead of this big dart here, we've just made small gathers. Apart from that, there's nothing special about this blouse. It's just stitched with a leaf neck. I will be soon posting a video of crochet work on this neckline. That is the reason I've got this blouse stitched. So I've not started filming the video yet, but it will be out probably by next week. So this again is a gold blouse for this kind of sari. So since the blouse was really plain, what we did was we cut about 10 to 15 centimeters from the inner part of the sari, and we used that piece to patch it on the blouse like this. So instead of just making it a plain gold boring blouse, this is the look and design we have created. So one patch is slightly thinner than the other, just to give it a good look, and the same thing is repeated on the sleeve. By default, my blouses meaning all the blouses that are done in my boutique have this kind of piping, even in the back. By now most of you guys know that actually gives a very good finishing, so that is the reason I do that. And front neck also you can follow the same pattern, but somehow for this blouse we did not do because the customer didn't want it. So this is how this blouse is designed. The next one is really interesting and it is trending right now. So it's a boat neck blouse. So sometimes for these kind of patterns, RE work is not at all required. So it looks really nice for very grand saris to keep a very subtle designed blouse like this. So this is a very interesting pattern. It is created in a circle. two patches are crisscrossed in the circle. Now these patches are cut separately and they are stitched. So once it is worn, it looks really pretty. So this is like a high neck blouse. This pattern can be done only on a boat neck or a high neck blouse. Front neck is very simple. In the sleeve we have just given this kind of teardrop, not teardrop, sorry, an eye shaped opening here. Now in case you want, you can continue the same pattern till the shoulder, but depending on the customer choice, this is how it is designed. So front neck, like already mentioned, it is very simple. It's just a round neck with piping. Next one is also a very plain blouse, but stitched with this kind of design. So this is all cut separately. This part is separate and this part of the blouse is separate. And then we have given piping on both the sides, and this is actually pleated here to create that pattern. Rather than stitching a plain blouse, these kind of designs are always good to pair with nice silk saris. So when it is actually worn, it looks very pretty. So it's more like a 1/4 inch pleat. This fabric is nicely pleated, ironed, and then patched from one side of the armhole to the other side of the armhole like this. Front neck again is very simple, round neck with piping, and sleeve is short and plain. So in case if it is an elbow length sleeve, the same pattern can be given either in this part like this, like instead of a cold sleeve opening, you can patch that opening with that pleated patch so it matches the back neck, or it can be given in the bottom of the elbow length sleeve as well. So even that will look really nice. The next one is again a high neck blouse or boat neck blouse. Of late, boat neck blouses are really trending, so we are trying to create different patterns in boat neck. So this is how this is stitched. It's a high neck, and we have given this kind of a small bell shaped opening here. Nothing else. But again, the cutting is slightly different. This part is separately cut and this part is separately cut, and then we have stitched it together. Sleeve is again short sleeve, so nothing fancy about the sleeve and the front neck. So the looks very simple. If you want, you can hang some tassels, or you can actually use a contrast fabric from inside if you don't want this kind of opening. But rather than just having a boring high neck or a boat neck blouse, these kind of designs really stand out. So the next one is again a boat neck blouse, but stitched with portlies. I hope you guys can see. This is the back open blouse. So these are all portlies, small portlies using a thermocol stuffing inside. So usually what happens is, when the front neck is also high and the back neck is also high, it is always good to have a back opening. Otherwise, it's not that comfortable to wear if the placket is really long in the front. So that is what I prefer. And in case if the customer insists to have a front opening with boat neck, then that is when I suggest them to have a zip instead of a hook opening like this, placket opening. Zip is always better. It gives a very neat finishing, and even when you pleat the pallu, it looks nice. So the same thing is repeated on the sleeve. It's an elbow length sleeve, and I have designed this kind of small portlies. It's a very simple blouse, but since it's already got this kind of checkered pattern, we did not want to fiddle much, and we have kept it really simple. So the last one for today, I think most of you guys would have seen in my previous video. It is this kind of a cutwork blouse. Recently I posted a video on how to add beads to this kind of sleeve. So in case you guys have missed on that video, I will be linking it in the I button, so do check it out. So I've also added some kind of knots here. Since this is my blouse, I kind of did the trial and error. but it really looks nice when I wear it, so that's why I thought of adding this bit also in this video. So it has got this five different sizes. Actually, the center one has a big eye, and then small, and then smaller. So five eye kind of openings, all with self color piping, because I wanted it to be completely in pink so that I'll be able to match it with more saris. And back is a boat neck, front is a regular deep neck. It's a princess padded blouse, and the sleeve I have got it done like this, with this kind of three openings. So these were a few designs I really wanted to share with you guys, which I designed recently. So now you guys know getting Ari work done is not really very important to make your blouses stand out. Trying simple patterns like this, you can play around with the fabric depending on the type of the fabric and the kind of sari. You can try a lot of designs like this. There are a few more coming soon. Probably I'll post them in my next video. So you guys like this video, do give it a thumbs up, and yeah, in case you have not checked my blog, do check naughtythreads.net, and also subscribe to my vlog channel Kanika Reddy Vlogs. I guess that's all in today's video. I shall see you guys soon with more interesting stuff. Until then, bye bye.